Okay guys, as promised, here is the guided practice answers. Number 1, you have 325%. You have to change it to a decimal number or a fraction, actually both. So literally this is 325 per 100. You're making groups of 100. That means you can make at least 3 with 25 left over. So 3 full sets with 25 parts left out of 100. Right? When you simplify, you have 3 1/4. Now here, if you go this way right away, 3 25/100 would be 3 25/100, same thing. Okay, there's your decimal number, there's your fraction. Other way to do this, 325%. Remove the percent, add a decimal point, and move 2 spots to the left. Kind of jumped the gun there, but that's okay. And you have 3.25. Change this to a fraction. You have 3 25/100. And hey, if we have 3 full sets, that's 300%, and this would be 25%. Yeah, 325%. Okay guys, I'm not going to do this for all the problems. I'm just showing you that there's always more than one way to do something. Whatever works best for you, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, 480%. Literally, 480 per 100. Making groups of 100. I can make at least 4. I'm left with 80. So I have 4 80/100. Okay, decimal number right here, perfect. 4 80/100, which is just 4.8. But as a fraction, don't forget to simplify. That's 4 4/5. And there's your answer. So, okay, and for the above, you can't see the whole thing. Sorry about that. Okay, hope this helps. Let me do number 3. Okay, 0.6%. 0.6%. Okay, we need to change this to a decimal point and a fraction. This is not as easy as the other ones. For me, it's a little bit more work, but let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to change this to a decimal number first. Okay. 0.6%. Decimal point's already there. Don't have to write it. I'm going to move it 2 spots to the left. That means I have 0.006. That's my decimal number. Okay. Now look at the place value. That's ones place, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Okay, so that's 6 thousandths. I divide those by 2, simplify by 2 because they're both even numbers. I have 3 over 500. Okay? You could do 0.6 tenths over 100, and there's a little bit more math involved, but it's a little harder. I'll just keep it simple. There you go, that's number 3. Alright. Normally, you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. I wasn't going to do this, but that's crooked. Alright, number 4. Now we have a fraction, we have to change it to percent. We have 1 4/5. Okay. Alright, just reminder, it's 1 4/5. If we change it to percent, 1 by definition is 100%. You have all of it. 4/5. This is the hard one. Let's change this to a percent. It means we need a denominator of 100. Multiply that by 20. 80/100, which is 80%. 180% comes out to 180. Okay. Let me show you another way of doing this. So, forgot the percent symbol. You might like this, might not. We'll see. 1 4/5, right? Divide numerator by denominator. You have 1 point something. The 4/5, how does that work? Divide the numerator by denominator. You can't make groups of 5 out of 4, so I add a decimal point and 0, saying I have to divide this into 5 pieces. Okay, so 5 times 8 gives me 40. Boom, 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 boom. So 1 and 0.8, 1.8. Now I change that to a percent. I move 2 spaces to the right. 1, 2. Write the percent symbol, fill in spots with 0. There you go, same answer. Okay, you find the way that works best. I'll show one more, just keep it simple. If you know how to do this, you can do this instead. Change this to an improper fraction. I'm making groups of 5, I have one full set. 5 times 1, and I'm adding 4. But I'm still making sets of 5. That would be 9/5. Want the denominator to be 100. 180 per 100, which is 180%. 3 ways of doing the same thing. You pick whichever way works best for you. Okay, number 5. 0.0015. Okay, no trick here. Just move the decimal point to the right 2 spots. I'm going to rewrite it so you can see the whole process. 1, 2. You're left with 0.15%. Don't forget to add that percent. And there you go. Number 6. Guys, it really can be this simple. Don't overthink it. Just follow the rules. 2.75. I want a percent. Move the decimal point 2 spots to the right. Add a percent symbol. And actually, once you add the percent symbol, you don't need the decimal point, especially if it's there, because now it becomes a whole number. So the minute it becomes a whole number, just erase it. You don't need it. So you're just left with 275%. Okay? Now, let me just show you another way, just for the sake of argument. 2 and 75 hundredths. 2 and 75 hundredths. Right? If you know how to change this into an improper fraction, you're making groups of 100. You have 2 of them. Again, start here. You multiply and then add 100 times 2 plus 75. That's 200 plus 75 over 100. Let's see if you can still see this. 275 per 100, which is, again, literally 275%. Pick the way that works best for you. All right? Number 7, it's a word problem. Okay, you're almost done here. You can see it. A manufacturing company finds that 0.0019, or that would be, let's see, of the light bulbs it makes are defective, write this as a percent. So I said 0.0019, that would be tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 100,000. So, whoops, excuse me, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. So 19 10,000ths. Okay, and that's crazy. I'm making this way harder. Hopefully you're seeing what I'm doing, thinking, what are you doing? By now you're thinking, don't you just have to move this point to the right? Yeah, that would be the easiest thing. Got a little excited here. So 0.19%, and you're done. That's it. Okay, this is the homework, guided practice. Hopefully you got the right answers. If you didn't, that's okay. Just look at where you went wrong and see if you can fix it for later.